welcome to the 210th edition of Beer Issues. My name is Matt Bruckert. I'm coming to you live here from Constant Bruckert, where today we're going to be having an outstanding beer, especially since this is an aged beer, an aged English ale or barley wine. And today we're going to be having the 2005 JWE's Harvest Ale in sherry cask. So it's aged in sherry cask. So very, very exciting beer. Very hard to find beer on a regular basis, let alone a 2005. So now there's a couple of concerns I have, and we're going to kind of talk about it. Now 2005, I have a feeling that the beer may have over time lost some of its carbonation. Which I can tell right off the bat as I open the beer because I didn't get any sound. But with aged barley wines and aged old ales, a lot of times that happens over time, but it usually does not affect the taste necessarily, except for over time the taste can get better, and the smell. So let's go ahead and pour it and see if we got any carbonation in here, okay? There's still a little bit of carbonation. We're getting a little bit of bubbling here, but not a lot of carbonation. So let's just stop right there. We don't want to pour too much of it. But you can see this, it's a brownish color. Now, if this wasn't quite aged as long as it has been, it would be a little bit more orangish color because I've had this beer and it's a little bit lighter in color, but over time I think it just got a little bit darker. We are getting the light carbonation still left in it even after, let's see, what's that, 16 years, plus it's probably based on, you know, the year that they produced it. They probably had it aging themselves for a couple of years. So you're probably looking at a beer that's, you know, 17 years, 18 years old, something like that. But let's go ahead and smell it, because that's one of the beauties of these beers. Oh, the smell is phenomenal. So right off the bat, I'm getting a light sherry scent, which I expected, but I'm also getting like a raisiny fig type of smell in there. And there's a sweetness, and I don't know if that's like you know, sometimes these aged ales will have almost the flavor of like a molasses or brown sugar, which is what it smells like. So it smells delicious. And over time, you know, I mean, you can tell there's alcohol in it, but you're not getting like an alcohol burn. And considering it's like a 11.5% alcohol by volume, you know, you would expect to get some of that alcohol, but that's what it happens over time. The alcohol or the strong alcohol flavor kind of subdues into more of a malty goodness, and those malty goodness is what's bringing through like a bready, sherry, molasses, maybe some caramel in there also, type of flavors. So it's coming from the malts that have been aging finally in this bottle for all this time. So I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a sip of this because I've been thinking about drinking this for a while now. So let's go ahead and do it. Wow. Wow. I will tell you one thing. I was worried that this beer might have started to turn, you know, and have lost its, you know, some of its flavor. But I can tell you that this is so full of flavor. I mean, just packed with flavor. I mean, you take a sip of it, and there's so much stuff going on in this beer. I can't even describe it all. It's so wonderful. So you're definitely getting like a dark fruit, molasses, caramel, You taste the sherry, but the sherry just blends in beautifully with the beer. It tastes as a more, as an English barley wine, but it's not like over the top, like, English barley. I mean, American barley wines are hoppy. English barley wines are more malty, and you're just getting so much flavor from those malts. Oh my goodness, I actually am really sad that I don't have another one of these. I've got a couple of the port cask ones that are like 2010 or 2011, and then I've got some regular J.W. Lee's, but a couple of those. I don't have any more of this 2005 sherry cask, but man, this is something special. This is exactly what I was hoping it would be, but feared that I wasn't going to get this kind of quality. This is a beautiful, beautiful beer. It's rated 92 out of 100, outstanding. But when they're rating that, they're not rating it on it being a 2005. This all day long is a 100 beer. Maybe when it first comes out, if we would have got this when it first came out, it might have been a 92. But the one great thing about a good English barley wine is you can age it. And I've got some more that I've got aged of other kinds like Thomas Hardy and stuff like that. It's one of my favorite beers to age because it does bring out the beautiful flavors. Those Thomas Hardys can age for up to, they've been aged, some of them age over 45 years. So this one I wasn't 100% sure about, but 2005, absolutely delicious. I can't say enough good things about it. I am just floored with this beer and how delicious it is. Now, Thomas Hardy, not Thomas Hardy, wrong beer, J.W. Lee's has been around in Manchester. They've been brewing beer since 1828, okay? They have, they own over 150 pubs, inns, and hotels under the J.W. Lee name. And they have a winery. So I can tell you one thing. Next time I'm in England, I'm going to be stopping by and checking out get more of this J.W. Lee's or anywhere I can find it. If I see this, I will buy it. I mean, it's one of those kind of like the Thomas Hardy. They come out and they sell out so fast here. You have to know when they're coming out. You have to be there. You have to get them and then hold on to them. Don't drink them right away because they're not as good when you drink them right away, number one. But I've got some really special Thomas Hardy ones, and now I've got a couple of specials, the port casks and the regular of this. This is just my only sherry cask one, and the only one from 2005. And let me tell you, this beer is beautiful. So if you ever see J.W. Lee's Harvest ale matured in sherry cask or the port, I've had the port before. I've even had the port on tap. I was so fortunate. They hand pumped it. Absolutely phenomenal beer. The regular J.W. Lee's, wonderful beer. They're just regular straight up barley wine that's not put in port or cask. They're delicious also. You just can't go wrong. So make sure you check out J.W. Lee's and their outstanding beer. You're not going to find this beer in 2005. That's just not realistic. But if you see it, grab it, age it yourself. At least hold on to it a couple of years before you drink it. If you can wait that long, wait longer. But this one at 15 years, 16 years old, it is unbelievable. Okay. So if you've enjoyed this, make sure you tell your friends about Beer Issues and how much fun we're having talking about great beers and drinking great beers. And if you want any cool Beer Issues gear, like a Beer Issues hat, t-shirts, phone cases, whatever it might be, make sure you go to shop.beerissues.com. And as my wife likes to say, I have beer issues.